Welcome back, everybody, to the Backstage Boys podcast, episode number 76, live 3 weeks in a row, Basil. I can't believe this is happening, actually.
Ooh,
3
boy.
weeks in a row. We've stuck to a Monday schedule of going live.
I'm very proud of you.
I can't believe we stuck to a schedule in general already.
Hey, 3 weeks in a row.
3 weeks in a row. That's good for us.
Isn't
achievement.
it like 21 days makes a habit or some shit?
Yes.
30 something.
I thought it was 21. No?
Oh, I don't
You're
know.
gonna hear keyboard clicks.
No, God, mute your fucking keyboard. This was
No,
the
I'm
biggest
joking.
complaint from the last episode.
I got
Yeah.
it. It's fine.
It was a
Don't
complaint
worry.
by me.
So we're back here, guys. Another live show. Referee Nate Speckman is back with us. We're talking to Nate today as like the actual guest, not just like he's here with us, like one of the boys. He's here with us to talk about Limitless Wrestling and their big event, the Vacationland Cup 2020. That happened this past weekend, and he's going to talk about that. We'll talk about Christmas. We'll talk about Boy Meets World, and we're going to argue about Boy Meets World for a little bit. So I need at least 12 minutes dedicated at the tail end of the show so I can argue with you guys about Boy Meets World. Because I got a lot to say.
We're going to preview our upcoming Boy Meets World podcast. So.
Yeah, we're going to
By-
preview the full episode that's going to happen.
By the way, it takes 18 to 254 days for a person to form a new habit on average, with an average of 66 days for the new behavior to become automatic.
Wait, 18 to
24
200?
days is
Up to
when you can
24.
start, when it is like when you can actually start forming the habit, depending on like how often you do it. So if it's something you do daily, 18 does seem pretty realistic if you do it
Okay.
18 days in a row.
So we're officially in a habit now.
We're officially in the habit phase, and then 66 days for that habit to become automatic behavior. So far we got Trent getting closer and closer to being on time.
I was
day.
on time. I set this for
He was.
9:05, and I was here before 9:05.
But
Well,
we went
with
live
us.
at 9:08.
We went live at 9:00 because we were all chatting beforehand. That's why. Nobody said to me, "Hey, we gotta go. Nobody gave me that.
We want you to do that on your own.
We need a stage manager.
We need a stage manager. Who would you hire as the BSB stage manager? If you could pick one person we all
Ingrid.
mutually know. Ingrid?
Yeah.
I don't need her
Ingrid.
breaking my balls here too, man.
Ingrid, yeah, have Ingrid break your balls. Ingrid's the best.
I don't need
There will
this.
be no Ingrid slander talk on this channel.
She's coming on TNI
She has
tomorrow.
nothing.
live.
She has nothing else
Oh,
to
she's
do.
gonna be
though,
on
so
TNI
she-
tomorrow.
What are you
Is she
saying?
really?
Yeah. Well,
I
she's
was
coming
saying-
on to break my balls live. But what were you saying?
I'm saying it's not like she has anything else to do. So her plate is empty and she's completely available.
She's gonna come on. And this has been a conspiracy brewing against me for a while with Miss Ingrid. And if anybody does watch TNI, they know Ingrid pretty much hates my guts and spends the entire. I mean, she goes to watch. She watches the entire show, TNI every week. It's all non-stop Impact. She watches it every week just to fucking bust my chops the whole time. So that's what's happening. And tomorrow's gonna be live. A holiday jingle belling is what's happening tomorrow. But she's gonna definitely ring my bell. It's gonna suck. And but yeah, we'll see what happens. But so Ingrid will be on live. And
She's
I
the
did not
best.
she is great at what she does, no question about it. I should just be like super nice to her and act like none of the like ball breaking exists. I'm like, I just interview her like normally. So tell me about yourself, Ingrid. Like, what do you like to do?
You should do that.
She's like, well, you're a fucking nut. You suck. I'm like, well, that's fine. I mean, be that as it may. I mean, I might be terrible and all, but tell me about you. Like, what's your favorite flower? I think we'd all like to know that. Like, every girl's got a favorite flower, right? Diamonds might not be a girl's best friend all the time. It could be a flower. And then she'd be like, what the fuck's going on around here? And she'll leave. And she'll get out. Anyway, we're here with Referee Nate Speckman. Let's go. People listening to this show have no idea what Ingrid is. Ingrid is a stage manager for Impact Wrestling who we all know, and she's great at her job. So she's that blonde with the glasses you always see in the background shots when Basil's not paying attention like he is right now.
I'm paying attention right now.
she's that blonde in the background who is always running shit. So,
I'm always paying attention, sir.
Anyway, we're here with Nate. Nate, you had a good weekend. Well, Nate, I didn't know this was taped. VLC was taped.
It was.
Huh? It was not live. You guys played it off like it was live.
Yeah.
I don't like being lied to here, Speckman. This was deceptive to me. Hey
Not
man.
my call. Hey
I
man.
asked in the middle
Hey,
of the
man.
show.
Hey
Hey
man.
man.
I noticed something that tipped it off that obviously was not live,
Hmm.
and I asked Nate, and then he's like, "Yep, we taped it,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
What was it that you noticed?
Um, so Harry was able to post photos immediately,
Yeah.
which is something that somebody on this podcast has done pretty frequently. With a certain company that they work for.
Had a certain format of that post. That was very, very
I was like,
impressive into
it
that.
caught my attention. I was like, oh. So then I looked on his thing and I was like, oh, okay.
You're like, Harry, you son of a bitch. Like, what do
Nah,
you think you're
nah.
doing? Um, but no, it was Nate, I gotta say, I gotta start off with my comments on it. My overall comment, like I said on Twitter
Yes,
also,
please.
was uh I think it was great to see a bunch of talent I've never seen before. That to me was interesting because I don't watch other indie wrestling, as you guys know. I really don't watch a lot of indie
Mhm.
wrestling. I watch what I work with, and that's about it. But it was cool to see all these new names. I'm like, man, like there's a lot of people out there doing their thing. So it was pretty cool to watch that. I still like to have. I still want independent companies to really pay more attention to their production value. Obviously, that's a big thing for me. But I get people are limited by there's limitations to production, and that's a growing process.
Especially these days.
Yeah, especially these days. And that's my only thing. But there was a lot of energy. Like now around the room, was it all students or who was around the room? Like
There were
who was
there were a few students that were on the crew, and then it was wrestlers that weren't actively wrestling in the ring.
okay.
And then
Commentary was towards the back, right? Were they? Yeah,
commentary was at the back wall. Yeah.
yeah. No, the energy. I mean, I liked the crew was very supportive. It had a good vibe. Everybody had fun. That's what I could say. It was just everybody had a good time. That's what I like to see about that show. It was like there was a good mood in the air. It reminded me of like Friday, Saturday night indie wrestling, local indie wrestling. Everybody having a good time, despite the fact that there was no fans, but everybody I think at the heart is a fan. All those people were fans anyway,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's like I can enjoy this as a fan. So I think that's cool.
It was a great atmosphere in
It's
the
a good
building.
way to add crowd noise and break up the silence because I'm sure that room was super echoey from the way how I saw everything because it looked like an older building with a lot of wood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Trent knows acoustics with wood. Wood likes to bounce sounds a lot,
Yes, it
which is
does.
why Allstate Arena / Rosemont Horizon is still the greatest wrestling building in the country.
Yes, it is.
Because our acoustics beats every other acoustics.
Yeah, that's a perfect arena. Honestly, in my opinion, I think it's great. It's great. But
I
Nate,
just
what?
I
Go
oh
ahead.
I'm sorry. I remember like Edge saying he's like, man, the acoustics going from WrestleMania 22 to WrestleMania 23 was so insanely different. How it threw them off because that was like their first stadium. It was 23 in Detroit.
Mm.
That was like their first stadium WrestleMania that was like indoors.
Yeah.
Um,
And
and
then
he was
24, they were outside.
24 they were outside, but like in indoor stadium that was the first one of kind of like the modern era, and he and him and Austin and everybody was like, am I doing something wrong? Like
Am I doing
because the
something wrong?
feedback is so delayed compared to what they were used to.
Mm.
But
No. So Nate, is that a training facility or what was that? What's that arena?
No, it's a building that they've run before. It's in Yarmouth. It's the Yarmouth AmVets. So it's basically like um, a multi-purpose venue, not unlike, say, uh, the ECW arena was.
Gotcha. What?
They've run numerous pre-pandemic shows there. So
What? Well, okay, so let's talk about it. We like talk a little production talk first. Biggest, what was the biggest hurdle though of that build? Like we all three of us know, the building can make the show. Like
mhm.
Logan Square
building's a
Auditorium,
character.
building's character. We all talk Logan Square Auditorium might not be the greatest building to produce a show in, but it's got the best vibe, you know. But like we all love Bourbon Street because it's got the best production value as opposed to vibe. So there's like give and take to everything. But what would you say, knowing what you know as referee, as production, doing everything you have, biggest hurdle of this building, and what would you change? Because that's something I love to just analyze when it comes to independent wrestling, is the production value of the building itself.
Yeah. I'm not sure. To me, in what I need to do, the building really doesn't factor in at all.
Mm-hmm.
The pre-pandemic, it's what does the building look like? What does the building feel like? How does it make the audience that's in there feel? Like a Logan Square auditorium,
right?
To me, is just the tops.
From a feeling perspective, right? From like a crowd, right. Yeah.
Obviously, the setup for the show is a little different, so I couldn't. The building doesn't really. It didn't do anything positive or negative for me.
Gotcha. It was a host, basically, what it was for the show. Yeah, and look. Go ahead, Basil.
I was saying I don't think Nate has an attachment yet to that building.
True. No. Not yet.
Except for the fact that it was less than 9 minutes from my house.
Which I bet you appreciated that after all the long drives and stuff that you've been doing in the Chicagoland area.
It's definitely hands down the closest I've ever been, like ever lived next to a wrestling venue.
I looked at it on the show and I was like, man, it's like open canvas for me, right? The first hand thing I was like, well, what would I do to enhance it? Because the vibe in the room was great. Like the people were having fun. So it's like, oh, cool. Would you add lights? Would you add fog? Would you add this? And just things like that. So it was a great open canvas option in terms of like what I saw. So yeah, I feel like if they're going to continue to run there's so much you can do with that building to just get it to be like that home. Now, is that their normal? Like they run there every show? Is that?
No, they so around? They have a couple of different venues that they run.
Gotcha.
One in Westbrook, one in Portland, and then a lot of their Let's Wrestle is a sister company of theirs, and a lot of their shows are up in a town called Orno, which is also where all of the Road series was taped.
Is the Let's Wrestle, is that kind of like their developmental stage?
Yeah, essentially,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool. But nice, yeah. I mean, so what else? Let's talk about the show. You talk about the Road. Let's explain what that was and how it led up to VLC.
Yeah. So the Road is it's a weekly program from Limitless Wrestling, available on IWTV every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. You'll see it's less than an hour. It's like 45 minutes to an hour, if that. You'll see mostly, I think it's almost always 4 matches on every show, but backstage interviews as well. Some vignettes, some promos, a bunch of different stuff spliced in between matches. And we're, I don't know where we are in season 2, if it's like the middle or, I think there's a lot more to go. But then, before the year was over, they really wanted to be able to get the Vacationland Cup tournament in.
Right.
So we did it.
No, I think it, and I haven't seen the Road. I'll be honest. I didn't watch. I saw that it is on the YouTube channel, which is, I think it's youtube.com/limitless
wrestling.
Yeah. So it's all on there. But I like the idea.
Most of it. They'll probably take like 2, maybe 3 matches from each episode and throw them up for free on YouTube a little while later. But it's not all on there.
So where was that airing? IWTV?
Yep.
Oh, okay, gotcha. See, I mean, look, I like the idea of an episodic show to lead up to a big show. Obviously, that's fun, and if indie wrestling can do that, which is hard to do, but they can pull that off, I think it's great. Basil, you've never been to Limitless, or they haven't been outside of Maine either, have they?
No. I think they've done like aside from their main regular shows, they've done festival shows up in Maine, and then I think they may have done a couple of festival shows down south, if I'm correct in thinking that. But I know they also did a joint show with Blitzkrieg Pro, which was out of the state.
Did they run Mania weekend? Did you see them at all out there in New York? Okay, they didn't. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, cool. Listen, I knew the name. I didn't know too much about them though until you really went there. I knew they existed. I knew MJF worked there. I knew AC Romero started there, right? That was his home promotion for a while. But Basil, did you know much about Limitless prior? I mean, I didn't know too much.
I know a little bit because I do have another friend that lives up in Maine that was watching Limitless shows.
Another friend in Maine. Gee, Nate, how do you feel right now? Did you know you had another friend in Maine?
Oh.
Who's another friend in Maine? Maybe Nate knows him. You know, people do that. They're like, "Oh, you're from Chicago? Do you know Jesse Torres?" And I'm like, "There's 13 fucking million people who live here." And they're like, "Yeah, but Jesse, he lives in Chicago too. I thought maybe you'd know him." So, who's your friend, Basil? Maybe Nate knows him.
Cody Togas.
Nate, you totally know Cody Togas, right? You guys grew up together? You worked at Jimmy John's? Okay. All right.
But no, he's gone to a few Limitless shows.
You don't have Jimmy John's in Maine?
No.
Aren't they a nationwide chain?
Nationwide chains doesn't mean in all 50 states.
Well, I mean, Maine's a pretty important state. It's not like it's Delaware or something, but Maine's a kind of an important state, and all the lobster comes from there. Hey, by the way, Jersey, could have states and sandwich shops. Jersey Mike's is phenomenal. Has anybody?
Jersey Mike's is way better than Jimmy John's any day of the week.
Nate, do you have Jersey Mike's in Maine?
I don't think that we do.
Have you had Jersey Mike's?
There might be one down by the main mall now, but I'm not sure.
Do you have sandwich shops? Do you have sandwich chain shops?
We have Subway.
Subway, yeah. I love that Subway. I love Subway.
We had Quiznos.
Quiznos, come on. This is where Basil inserts his, "What am I, poor?"
Well, Quiznos is amazing.
I don't like Quiznos. They were too overrated. No, Potbelly's overrated. I hate Potbelly's. Potbelly's bullshit.
Hey, we have a good good amount of locations for Jersey Mike's. We got these names are hilarious. Scarborough.
Mm-hmm.
Scarborough. Yeah.
Beverly, Hudson.
Very New England name.
Swampscott.
Swampscott. Have you been to Swampscott, Nate?
I've not.
Swampscott. Can you go there this weekend?
What's the next town? New Hampshire.
Oh, it's showing all the stuff that was close to it. Also, the only one in Maine is ME, right? Is Scarborough. Yeah. How far is that from you?
It's actually really close. I don't frequent there, and I don't. Yeah, Amato's is the best.
Amato's. Wow, this is your buddy Alexander Calder. He says he works at the venue. He said to say hello to you.
Hey, Alex, how are you?
Yeah, he's got a belt. Is he a champion of some sort? Got a belt in his avatar.
He's the champion of my heart. That dude is awesome.
He's a world champion according to his belt.
Zach Bonifer, you say you have a Jersey Mike. Where are you? Look, wait a minute.
What is this?
Hold on a second.
What is this?
Zach Bonifer's avatar is the Santa Claus with my face.
And why am I under your arm?
You're under my arm.
It's the same. I love how brown you are compared to Tim Allen's body.
I am so much browner in this photo. So if anybody who's not watching on video, it's the Santa Claus DVD cover with my face as Tim Allen and Basil as the the elf, I guess.
Bad. It's so bad.
This is fantastic. Thank you, Zach.
He's just placed him under your arm.
That's fantastic. Amato's does ship everywhere. I want to try Amato's now. They ship everywhere. Basil, can you put an order in real quick for Christmas delivery? 2-day delivery, please.
Get some baked ziti.
Baked ziti would be great. I like baked ziti. But anyway, going back to what were we talking about? Sandwiches? Going back to sandwiches, Basil, you were saying something about Limitless. Your buddy. Who was your buddy? I forgot his name already.
Cody Togas.
Do you know Cody Togas or not?
I don't.
Nate, could you Facebook him real quick and just see if you have a friend in common? I will buy you an Amato sandwich if you have a Facebook friend in common with Cody Togas. Like, I want to see if the odds of 6 degrees of Maine
Is it
work here.
CODY?
CODY. Spell it out, Basil. He's gonna look it up right now, live on the air. We're gonna see if he has a friend in common with Cody Toga, which can't be Basil, which cannot be Basil. That gives friend in common.
TOUGAS.
TOUGAS. Here we go. Live. This is a live Facebook GAS.
TOUGAS.
Yeah. This is a live.
He's not really on Facebook anymore.
As long as he's got an account, we just want to see if he's got a friend in common with Nate that isn't you. And if Nate,
he's not even friends with me anymore on Facebook.
So he's not really your friend anymore. What kind of friend is this? More of an acquaintance? More of a former friend?
Is he from Rockland?
Yeah, that's him. That's that motherfucker right there.
It doesn't even show.
Right,
Rockland, Maine. Yeah,
Rockland, Maine. Okay, click on it. Friend in common.
Dun,
dun, dun. It's my wife. What the fuck? Like, it's gonna be his wife, and he's gonna flip out. All right, who is it?
It doesn't show his friends.
Come on, man.
It just shows who he's following.
I don't like Cody Toga.
Well, it would show mutual friends because I have mutual friends with him.
I don't like Cody Toga anymore. Private fucking Facebook feed. Like, what kind of asshole does this?
No Amato sandwich for me.
Sorry, man. Can't do it. Can't do it, Nate.
I'm looking at this Amato's menu here.
I did get you a tea last year for Christmas, though, Nate. Remember that? Get you a little box of tea.
Yeah, and I'm still working my way through it.
I was gonna say I was about to buy you another one, and I was like, I guarantee he didn't finish that one yet. No, it was a giant. It was a giant packet of tea. It was like, wasn't it like some like big like cylinder of tea, right? Like with a bunch of different bags.
Yeah, there was with little like triangle wedges of tea.
Yeah. I was like, there's a lot of tea bags in this thing.
Yeah,
I tea bagged him last year, and it was great. And I mean, he liked it a lot. I mean, he liked the tea a lot, and he's still drinking. Jesus Christ, Basil, take over this. You finish your thought about Limitless Wrestling. What am I doing?
I haven't been able to because you've changed the subject about 15 times before. I've been able to get
Cody Togas is to blame for this.
Before I've been able to get one thought out about this.
I'm gonna fuck Cody Togas up. Okay, anyway, go on.
Christ.
Hey, look, wait. Alexander's gonna bring Amados to the next Limitless show. How come I haven't made this happen? I'm gonna petition for this by talking about sandwiches. Nate, you have to send me an Amados. They ship all over the country, according to Alex here.
Well, figure out what you want.
Yes. Nate's gonna ship me a sandwich.
Beezy's falling asleep.
All right, Baz, go ahead, please.
Oh, am I allowed to speak on my podcast? Cool.
Talk about it.
Cool.
Talk about it. Go ahead. Sorry, we're sorry.
Is the floor clear?
I'll mute my mic. Even look.
Hey, dude, this is the best part about the podcast. Don't you agree, Nate?
Son of a bitch.
No, he's back.
I've seen a little bit of Limitless. I mainly saw most of it from when MJF was champion there. They put on some good matches. They have a lot of good Northeast talent. Like that. If I fuck up his name, I'm sorry because I'm just learning about him. Christian Casanova.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Yeah, he's their new champion. And then Daniel Garcia.
Yep.
Yeah, those two are the ones that stuck out to me the most. Those are like who would I consider like that for like Chicago? Like a name like Isaiah or something like someone that you know that is really good. That's like from Chicago, like a name like Kylie, something like that. You know what I mean?
Kylie's on Cameo, by the way. Crazy. Kylie's doing cameos. I hope she's feeling all right. It's been a while. But yeah, Isaiah's he's not. I haven't seen that guy's name pop up anywhere outside of the whole like all that going on.
No idea what's going on with him.
He's not like working anywhere, is he?
I mean, I think he's still doing his shoot job.
Gotcha. And merch, wasn't he doing? Oh, I mean, gear, right? He was doing gear for people.
Yeah. He still does gear.
Gotcha. Zach Bonifer is comparing you to Kalon, which is Kyle. Because you're referring to this as my show, which is what Kyle does on TNI. And
whoa, hold on. Zach, shut the fuck up.
Yikes. But
Hey, this was from me not being able to get a word in, and when I was asked a question multiple
edgewise.
times.
A word
So
in edge. What?
it's
Why is
I
the term
always
a word in
refer
edgewise? Anybody wonder like why edgewise? A word in is fine. Like he just said, like, I couldn't get a word in. Like a word in edgewise. Like, what do you need the edgewise in there for? Just like
because it's
more
edgy.
assholery.
Because
I
it's
guess.
edgy.
All right, we're straying here, Basil. Get back to your thoughts. Get back to your thoughts here.
I'm trying to finish them
Go ahead.
on our show so people can feel better.
Zing.
Um, no, I like it from what I've seen. Last Saturday's show was fun. From the stuff that I saw from that too, so it was good. I enjoyed
So,
it. Thank you for having us pay attention to that.
Yeah,
Nate?
thank you for paying attention to it.
so Nate, would you any highlight? What's the biggest highlight for you? I mean, how many matches did you have total?
I had 3.
3 matches. Friday.
Man, he was on that first match of the tournament there. Not the first match of the card. I believe that was the second match of the card. We popped big time. That was a good match for you to be roughing too. I thought you were deserving of something of that caliber.
IWTV put you over as well.
He did. That was I wonder who was running the account that day.
I don't know, but whoever it was put you over. And my tweet about you got a lot of steam because they were like, I said the highlight of the VLC 2020 is referee Nate Speckman, and then the IWTV just replies with, "What did it say? Was this ever any doubt or like,
Yeah,
was there ever any question or something?" And everybody's like, "Yeah, Nate!" Like everybody just jumped in on it.
It was
like,
It was Jerry. He was at the helm probably, being like, Nate, we need more Nate pops.
So Nate,
I'll take it.
You are officially becoming a star, and according to our friend Chico, you need merchandise because you got put over by IWTV. Thousands of followers now know who you are, and I think you need a T-shirt. Can we do this? Zach Bonifer is great at bad Photoshop. Can we get a mock-up? Can we get a mock-up of Nate Speckman T-shirt? He doesn't know.
I don't know if cutting out heads very awkwardly and putting it on bodies considers someone good at Photoshop.
Did you hear my term? I said he's good at bad Photoshop.
That's bad Photoshop. Okay, I agree with that. I agree with that part then.
But if we can get a T-shirt mock-up. But anyway, Nate, people want a T-shirt from you. Why don't you want a T-shirt? People want you to make a T-shirt.
We need a rough shirt of
You can put it. How about this? You can put it on the BSB Pro Wrestling T store. It's already open. I will give you. You will get a great commission out of it. You'll get publicity. I will put you out there.
Speaking of commission, I haven't seen a commission check yet.
Yeah, we haven't really sold many T-shirts yet. But guys, if you want a BSB T-shirt, you can absolutely get the little logo design, the comic book design in the corner. We sold 1 shirt so far.
Get one at the link below.
Yeah, the link below. There'll be more links popping up in a second here as we go on. But yeah. But anyway, Nate, we need a T-shirt from you. Referee Daniel Spencer has like 7 shirts. How do you not have one? He has a plethora of shirts.
He's so mad.
I want Nate to have
tremendous.
Make me a shirt, please. I'd wear it. I think Basil would wear it. Yes. I want it.
I'm dropping the tease link. I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Why not?
Twitch. You can drop it.
Allows
there it is.
Yeah, there we go.
There. Boom. ProWrestlingTees.com/Backstage Boys to get your BSB T-shirts. They're all there. And you'll get it by probably spring. Because they still haven't shipped out from Black Friday. So like,
for real?
Oh, dude, yeah. I have a shirt pending that's been pending. And I even offered to do the pickup option because I live like not far. And I was like, I'll just pick it up. And I haven't gotten the email saying it's ready. Not yet. So, but no, anyway, Nate, highlights of the show, anything you wanted to mention, talk about?
Yeah, I mean, for me, honestly, the whole show was a highlight. To be able to come back here and very quickly start working with Limitless, which was a company that I watched, in the 5 years that I was gone from the state of Maine, watched them, rise and grow and turn into like the company in Maine. And not only that, but like the destination company, a place that fans wanted to go to, a place that wrestlers wanted to work at. and to be able to be there myself was just tremendous. So doing the road was already just a tremendous experience. And then there's no champion. They need a champion. They have a tournament to crown a champion. And I was like, I want to be a part of that too. And just to even have one match just on the card would have been awesome. To have one match that was like an actual tournament match would have been awesome. And I had 2 of those. So the whole evening was a very big deal for me.
How long has the company been around?
5 years.
Yeah, 2015. I think I saw on that logo thing.
Oh, so they're not that old. I thought they were a lot longer.
Nope.
I always used to get Limitless and Beyond confused because they're from the same region. But I always used to get them because Beyond's been around a long time, right? And so I never knew Limitless was that young, 5 years only.
Yeah, I don't remember when Beyond started doing like actual shows in front of fans, but they have been around doing their like studio show with the wrestlers around ringside. They were doing that a long time ago.
Really? Okay. Nice. That's pretty cool, man. You did ref AC's match. So he's back home now. He's back in Maine.
He is.
I'm happy for him.
And he just posted today. He lost at 150 pounds total this year. Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be by 250 by the end of next year.
250. That's great. Look, I think he can do it. He's on. Dude, Larry D looks fantastic. I think
it'll just be team. They're gonna just be called Team like XL
L. Or just L.
Team L. I think
Team
250,
large.
250. I think that's Team XL.
You're still an XL. So yeah, Team XL. Nate, I was very upset at AC Romero today, though. He put a picture up of the VLC, and you're in it, and he did not tag you. So, Ace, I'm going to need you to fix that, because you should be tagging Nate in that photo.
Yeah, believe me, I noticed that, too.
I'm sure you did. It's a great action shot of Nate, where he's like, you got he's all up there. That's like, come on, man. Hey, man, you gonna tag the guy? He's going to kill you? But, Nate, you have a funny story. You have an interesting story. Now, I don't think you've ever told this publicly. But you've actually wrestled Ace Romero, correct? I want you to tell this today. I want the story to come out right now on document. So if the world ends tomorrow, Nate, at least we got this in. I want you to tell the story about when you worked Ace Romero and how you really pummeled him with the camel clutch, brother. You're like,
I told you not to tell anybody.
Get out of here. Tell everybody.
We told our half a dozen fans.
I want to hear this. I love when I heard this. I flipped. I was like, "Wait, you what?" It's like, God, let's hear this right now, right here, right now. I want Chico to know this. He's gonna lose his mind. He's definitely gonna want merch. Go ahead.
So this, it was 2012. My brother and some friends of ours wanted to get involved in wrestling. Kids, I don't condone this. Bought a ring off the internet and set it up in a friend's backyard, and eventually ended up doing shows, which is bizarre and shouldn't happen that way. And on the first one we did, which was in the parking lot of a hotel in November, my brother and I wrestled in a handicap match against Ace Romero.
And the company was called. What was the promotion called?
No.
Come on, Nate, you can't just not tell us that. Come on.
You won't even be able to find anything from it.
No, I won't find. I just want to know what it was called. I want to know if Nate Speckman was involved in running a promotion. What did he call it?
I was not involved in running it, no.
Oh, okay. But you wrestled a young AC Romero. You and your brother at a handicap. And you took him down. You humbled him. You won. Right?
Nope,
Tell me you won.
He pinned both of us at the same time.
How long was the match?
What's it?
How long was the match?
Minutes? I don't know.
You got 3, kid.
He said minutes.
you got 3 out there, kid.
He said minutes.
Yeah, it was probably like 3 minutes.
Did somebody just say 3 minutes? And then Rosie and Jamal come.
All right, coming up next. Here we go. Coming up next. the Nate Speckman shoot interview about the match with Ace Romero.
Hey, I
Can
gotta
we
go.
After this commercial break, we're going to talk to Nate.
We got commercials?
You have
We-
commercials?
Shit.
We're just gonna blank the screen out for a minute and then come back. All right, we're back, everybody. Hope you enjoy the ShamWow. The ShamWow, great product.
Slap
ShamWow, save money on paper towels. Okay, here's your commercial. Now, Nate, I want you to shoot on Ace Romero. I mean, tell him how you worked that rookie like he was a nobody jump, and then you'll walk into Impact right now and take him out if you had to, something like that. Come on, now's your moment. Your moment to shoot is now.
Can we
It's
cut to the My Pillow commercial now?
That guy was a crack addict. The My Pillow guy
Was?
Yeah, was. Yeah. No, he was like a bottomed out like convict crack addict, and he became a gazillionaire selling fucking pillows. Now sheets. He sells sheets. Sheets.
There you go.
2020, am I right?
Basil, did you get me a My Pillow for Christmas? Is that what's under my tree? There's a pillow shaped item under my tree. That beautiful tree back there.
I haven't been to your house in almost a year.
Nobody's been to anybody's house in a year.
Exactly.
Did you guys get our holiday card though?
I did not.
What
sent
holiday
one?
card?
We sent
The
a holiday
USPS
card.
is in God's hands right now, man.
Sure.
It ain't happening.
Christmas is in the Postal Service's hand.
You'll get it. You'll get it in February.
There was last Christmas, a friend of mine sent me a card. I swear to you, I did not get it until March last year. And I was like, why are you sending Christmas cards on? He goes, dude, I sent that at Christmas. I'm like, it's March. Then the pandemic happened. So like, that was nuts. Anyway, I will check later. I'm going to go to my mailbox a little later after this broadcast, and I will check. And if I do have a Christmas card from Referee Nate Speckman, guys, you can get your own autographed Referee Nate Speckman Christmas card by PayPal. And Nate, give out your PayPal, please. PayPal him $48.99, and he will send that over to you.
It'll flash at the bottom of the screen, I'm sure.
It will. But cool. I'm glad you had a good time. I don't like seeing you in other people's rings. I'm a little possessive of you. I see you in somebody else's ring. It's like I might as well see you in somebody else's bed, and it really upsets me when I see that. But no, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you're getting off, your wrestling fix, which is great. Meanwhile, while we sit here in Chicago twiddling our thumbs, nothing's happening. The scene is still shut.
Yeah,
Still
sorry.
Now, you guys monthly? There's another one scheduled? You have the follow-up show already on deck?
There's nothing in the pipeline that I am aware of.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing anywhere. Like, wait, Basil, nobody in Chicago, right? Nobody's even got the January.
Nobody
February
can.
date. Yeah, we got nothing out here. We're patiently waiting. I guess they keep saying, well, there's a vaccine out now, boys. And that's out. And that means life can go back to normal, right? Life finds a way.
Hopefully.
I hope so.
Eventually.
I hope so. Nurse Nicole did get the vaccine shot.
Did she?
She got it. She got it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. It's good to know that like all the nurses are getting them first.
You know what's crazy? She had the option. They didn't even force it on her. They're like, gave her the option. Like, do you want it? You gotta let us know by Thursday. She's like, and she thought about it, talked to a doctor, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. So then I was like, cool.
My favorite conspiracy theory is that like you're gonna get microchipped.
Yeah, I know that one's going around.
How freaking big this needle has to be, guys, for you to be able to get microchipped? Like,
you also know that
it's gotta be like a
microchips exist in your
freaking
phone?
shotgun gauge, huh?
Say it again, Nate.
Do you also know that microchips exist in your phone?
They do? Yeah,
they're microchipping your phone.
No.
Microchip in everything. Your dog is microchipped, isn't he?
True.
And how do they do that with a needle? So
no, they cut open a piece in his shoulder.
Work with
and
me.
Put it in there
Speckman.
probably with tweezers.
Just work with me, Speckman. I'm trying to.
But yeah, if you want a 12 gauge shotgun in your arm, you can get microchipped.
So yeah, that's the big one going. But no, she got it. She's
What's this My Pillow thing?
You've never heard of My Pillow?
No.
There's a huge
dude. You gotta
infomercial.
watch the commercial right now. It's the greatest.
It's apparently the greatest pillow ever created.
Should I watch this? Should I watch this?
The dude just yells and screams at you and fondles pillows the whole time.
He does. Now he makes sheets. It's crazy. But he was like a former crackhead who's now a bazillionaire. And
share your screen and we'll watch Mike Lindell fondle pillows together.
I wonder if we can. I wonder if
I can screen
get
share.
taken down for a trademark on My Pillow.
I can screen share.
All right, let's see if we get taken down on a trademark for My Pillow.
let's do
this. It's been a good run, guys.
They might take us down for this. This is gonna be crazy. We've been like, YouTube will take it down for less, so we'll see. All right, we're gonna watch My Pillow live. I can't believe we're doing this. It's supposed to be a wrestling podcast. Paul Nelson loves it. Did you hear?
Can you guys see it?
There it is. Did you hit the audio button, like share audio as well? No, you guys hit the audio button too, Basil. So hang on, stop sharing. And then when you share again, there's a little checkbox that says share audio also. We'll do that.
Screen sharing for share audio, checkbox in the next window.
Yep, and now put it up and then I'll display it out.
Oh, share audio. There we go.
Here we go. Okay, we're gonna watch my.
What's
Lindell, the inventor of My Pillow. For years, entrepreneurs and inventors have came to me with products and ideas, and they don't know how to market them, or I haven't had the time even to show them. And now today, I am proud to announce this platform called mystore.com.
Oh, this is the one.
I am going to put vetted products.
Wait, you need to watch the actual. I'm
talking
talking
about
about
the television commercial.
The TV commercial. That's the one you got to put on.
My Pillow, right there at the top. My Pillow. Is it this one?
Let's see.
Very creepy My Pillow commercial.
Yes.
All right, let's.
Looks like you're not sleeping well.
Yeah. How did you know?
Megan! What? Hey, you're that guy.
The My Pillow guy.
That's right, and I'm here to help you get the best sleep of your lives. Oh, you have a down pillow. Here's the problem with down pillows. You lay there, you feel comfortable, and guess what? It goes down, and you got one bed.
Look at her
This pillow's
face.
no good, and I see you're sleeping on memory foam.
Right.
Well, I'll show you what's wrong with that idea.
Okay.
Sleep's all about too high or too low, and I'm going to show you where your comfort level would be.
So, that feels better.
Right, that's better, but I'm not going to sit and hold this all night. So every time you're getting up like, it's done. Just like all of you out there, I had problems sleeping. I had tried every pillow out there.
This is the commercial?
That's why I invented
This is a commercial.
My patented
Is this like the
pillow
crazy
adjusts
one?
Your exact individual needs and helps keep
Or wait,
no,
no,
this
here.
is one of them.
Top one.
This one?
That's what echoing on your screen.
Because you're hearing my sound.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of My Pillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make My Pillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. Over the last 12 years, you've helped My Pillow create thousands of jobs right here in the USA. Every My Pillow is made with passion.
They
here
look
in my
way too
home
happy
state
to
of
be
Minnesota
fucking sewing
to
pillows.
ensure you get the best sleep of your
Is
life.
she like 3?
One of the things that I really like about My Pillow is the support. It gives my neck a little hug.
I've never slept much. What's better than a great night's sleep?
Sleep is one of the most important things to your health, and My Pillow is one of the most important things to your sleep.
Call or go to mypillow.com now, and Mike will give you 2 MyPillow premiums for one low price. Use the promo code, and you'll
Why am
also
I
receive
watching
free.
this? What's
Why are we
crazy
watching that for so long? I'm taking that out. It's creeping me out. We're watching My Pillow commercials. That's not even the creepiest one. The first
There was
one's
one
like,
time.
Go ahead, Nate, go ahead.
There was one time I was in a mall and they had a cardboard cutout of him holding a pillow
Yeah.
in front of one of the stores.
They're in the store, and it's like him going, "Look at this pillow! Look at this thing! Look at this. Don't you want a pillow?" I'm like, "Fuck!"
I have no idea what it is.
It's apparently
It's a
the
pillow.
greatest pillow of all time, but Critical Sting in the chat over here said that it's terrible. His mom sent it back, so it wasn't that good. But you get 2. Like, I made a shit ton of money selling pillows. I don't know, man.
It's insane.
But there's the I can't believe we just watched the My Pillow commercial.
We watched multiple My Pillow commercials. This was horrible.
Okay, last 15 minutes, because we're going to the hour here. Okay, I want to talk about I know Boy Meets World. Okay, we're gonna talk about this. Like, okay, I want to put this out there for everybody. I've been watching this goddamn show during the pandemic. Okay, this is the last show I have to complete before I've completely watched TGIF, the entire TGIF during the pandemic. Boy Meets World, guys. You're on the chats. Nate, you recently got on the chat. Basil has watched my emotional roller coaster through this show. Anger, mostly anger. I watched the show when it first aired. I didn't really pay much attention to season 6 and 7. I'm watching them now. I haven't seen it since the 90s. I'm rewatching it. And guys, I got to say, I hate Topanga Lawrence. I absolutely loathe Topanga Lawrence. She's nothing but a pain in the ass. And I don't like her. Let's argue about this. Nate, go ahead and take it. I think you like Topanga Lawrence a lot. I absolutely
Of course
don't like
I
her.
do.
How do you not like Topanga?
She broke up with them in season 7 because why? Because her parents couldn't get along. What kind of bullshit is this? And she like staunchly was like, no. And Miss Perfect, gotta be perfect at everything. Her parents change actors every 2 seasons. I don't like this shit.
Hey,
nothing about the Lawrence.
It's better than going out with your boss who's a pedo.
It happened one time in Saved by the Bell. We're not talking Saved by the Bell. We're talking about Boy Meets World.
You know there's always going to be comparisons.
Boy Meets World is what we're talking about. And I really don't like Topanga Lawrence. She's too perfect. She's too like, I got to be good at everything. It's like, no, you're not good at much.
He just admitted that she's perfect.
No, she's not. she's perfect at blue balling Corey for 7 seasons. It's incredible. That kid put up with this shit.
She doesn't give it up.
Dude, I cannot believe this guy didn't move on after a while. Like, what are you doing?
They have 2 kids.
Season 6, he really lets her have it with the like, you're keeping me a virgin jokes. Like, I did like that a lot, Nate.
Yeah,
I did enjoy that a lot. And he really was like reminding her how much he was a virgin.
And that was the producers and the writers pushing the show as much as they can because ABC stopped giving a shit about the show. So they're like, all right, we'll say whatever the hell we want to say.
My favorite though is when there was this Halloween episode. You guys remember this?
Mm-hmm.
When there's like a mock like killer on the loose.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Like the people who live are the virgins or whatever. And Corey's like, well, I'm safe. I'm like, all right. He's like, thank you for keeping me alive. This is the one time I'll thank you for this or something. It was just, and then like Feeney dies. They're like, damn, Feeney, shit. You know, like that was good. Otherwise, blue balling her. She's just blue balling him the whole time. Terrible, absolutely terrible. Sean and his girl. Oh my god, I forgot her name. Angela. I think it's been implied that they did get it on. They did bang a gong and get it on. It's been implied.
It would have been after that Halloween episode because Sean says he'll get as sick as you could possibly get without actually dying.
Without actually dying. So I think it's after that. But I don't know, boys. Why do you like this show so much? I do like it. I'm gonna put that out there first. I do. I think it's great. I think every boy should grow up watching this show because it will mirror what a boy goes through.
You're asking me why am I a fan of the greatest television show ever created?
Greatest?
That's your question.
It's so good that it's in my bio.
Is it really?
Look at my Twitter bio. Go look at my Twitter bio.
Pull it up. Plug your Twitter. Pull it up.
What on the? Oh, you want me to put up the Twitter?
Share your screen. Pull it up.
Share the screen to prove it.
My wife just shouted from the other room because Ryder strong.
Because of course she's biased because he's so cute. You know,
here I'm not gonna do audio obviously, but
no, nothing to do. All right, here we're gonna display battle. What is it? Why does here? What? Here we go. Boy Meets World Addict is in his Twitter bio. So is Ethan Page.
That's the Karate Man. Have some fucking respect.
Sorry about that.
That's an excellent picture,
dude. When I saw I posted the picture, because like I was like, okay, I know Karate Man. Like when he was coming, it was right when Myers went for the spear, or attempting the edge spear, and I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna. I had that queued up on its own. Because I was like so hyped to say the Karate Man's in the impact zone. So I posted that, and then it was like 2 days later. I was like looking at the picture. I was like, because I was wanting a new header, and I was like, this is perfect.
It's literally a header. Like it's.
If I could like Twitter cover photos, I would like that one.
Can you not like Twitter covers?
I made a post on its own, and it got a decent. It got 257 likes.
Jesus.
Just for so I did post it. It
I'll have to
got
find
36.5 thousand mentions.
What?
Or not mentions, impressions, I'm sorry.
Impressions. Okay, listen.
Impressions.
Back to Boy Meets World here. All right, I'm almost done with season 7. What's his name? Sean Hunter. Terrible throughout. Real piece of crap. Trailer park trash, as Stottsiner would say. All I see is trailer park trash in this audience. Like Sean Hunter, trailer park trash. But he gets a little better towards the end when he straightens out, and he becomes a whiny little fuck about Angela constantly. But I like him. In season 7, he's like a grown-ass man. Corey is awful. Corey has reverted back to season 1 immaturity at this point. He was okay in season 5. He's like maturing. He's like finding myself, Topanga. I'm all gonna try to be your core dizzle, and I'm gonna be a good man for you. And now he's like a fucking kid again. I don't like it. I don't like Corey Matthews, Mr. Matthews. I don't like Mr. Matthews at all. I do like Mr. Feeney a lot. And Eric has gotten phenomenal by the end of the show. Phenomenal. He's hilarious.
It's so funny that all the silly, goofy stuff, you're like, on this show, except Eric. Eric's the one.
He loves Eric.
It depends who's doing it. Like, Eric can pull it off. Corey cannot. He's not. He's just like an old man trying to be funny. Like dad
that's
joke.
what makes him adorable.
Yeah.
He's not adorable.
Yes, he is.
He's just dad joke.
No, you just don't want to like the show.
I do like the show. I keep telling you about it.
I know, yeah, but you say you like the writing of the show. I think you like the writing of the show.
I don't like the writing is fantastic.
The writing's great. No, I just don't like Corey and Topanga. I think Eric, Feeney, I think I'm forgetting the names. Sean's brother, Matthew Lawrence. How's his character's name?
Jack.
Jack's great. I think Jack's a fantastic character.
You think Jack's a fantastic character?
Oh, dude, it's season 7. He's hilarious. Like when he's kind of like showing the piece of shit he really is, like deep down. Like he's like, I really am like the trailer park roots that I am, like deep down. He's like a gambling addict and just like a fucking terrible relationship, and like it's great when he becomes a hunter essentially. But like Angela started off terrible. She got way better with like her acting got way better. I do miss Mr. Turner. I gotta say, Mr. Turner got a fucking bum deal on the show. That dude should have carried on.
He sort of comes back.
He comes back.
I know he comes back. I know it's a very brief comeback, but I really feel like he should have been in the show this whole time in some capacity.
He should have been, and I feel like that was a mistake because ABC said like the show was getting too much for adults is the reason why they killed off Mr. Turner.
Yeah. But I liked him though, man.
I felt like that was a bad mistake. I felt that was a really bad mistake because I thought he was the younger bridge between Mr. Feeney and the kids.
Exactly. And it's like Feeney's still like the voice of authority. He's still like the guy. But Turner could have been like hey, you should go talk to Feeney.
Turner literally raised Sean, and then they kill him off.
And they kill him, and Sean slapped him in the face. I'm like, come on. Man.
He didn't actually die.
But they killed him off the show, is what I'm saying.
They wrote him off. He didn't die.
Yeah, I know. In context to that time, I consider it dead. Even though we know now he made it through. Well, thank God.
He did.
I do like okay, so I know you're questioning this. There is a wrestling tie-in to this show because Vader did appear in like a four episode arc. Big Van Vader was in a 4-episode arc on the show.
He's Frankie's dad.
Frankie's dad.
One of the greatest bits on the entire series was him and Frankie in Feeney's office, and Feeney's just talking to him about, I think Joey had just gotten expelled, and so he's talking to Ethan or Frankie and his dad Vader, and then they walk out of the room and Frankie's mom is standing there, and you had not seen her the entire time because she's standing behind them, and Feeney's like, oh, and he realizes she's there, and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry.
the only and she's like, it happens a lot. The one thing that always annoyed me about the show is that whenever Vader was not like in an actual wrestling ring, but he had his gear on, but he didn't have the mask. And I was like, this is like the least effort of mask that you need in the world.
I also didn't like that they showed that Vader lived in a trailer park. I'm like, he's a main eventer. What is he, poor? Like, what happened to Vader all of a sudden? He was living in a palatial estate on the hills of Colorado. All of a sudden, Vader's living in a trailer. Like, what happened to Vader?
He wrestles at Madison Square Garden in between.
He lived in a trailer. I was like, what happened to him?
Or that one episode where he has a weird belt that nobody's like, they probably just made it backstage. Prop person put it together.
That was some tinfoil and cardboard right there.
It just says like world champion of wrestling. Yeah.
And champion is spelled with an R.
The episode where they're running back and forth from the arena to prom, and then they're whatchamacallit?
Excuse me, it was Topanga Sweet 16 party. Like,
Topanga Sweet 16.
Even I know that, but I just also
but Topanga Sweet 16, and then what is that? Brother Love was on commentary, I believe, and which I don't understand that. And then he was just like, Vader needs the advice of his son, or else he'll lose to Jake the Snake. And then when Jake was like, and then when Frankie's like, Dad, he's gonna go for the DDT. And it's like 15 seconds later, he finally attempts the DDT, and he's like, no. And then Brothers Love's like, great advice by Frankie.
This is terrible. It was terrible.
It's in terms of wrestling, like for the average casual fan, it's whatever. But like as like a wrestling fan, I'm just like, he's literally telling him, "Don't die."
Don't die, Dad. He's gonna go for the. If I'm Vader, I'm like, yeah, no shit. That's kind of his move.
And then Vader's like the little kid with the computer meme. He's just like.
That little kid that kind of looks like Minkus.
Minkus comes back once.
He does come back once.
He was on the other side of school.
He plays a more predominant role in Girl Meets World, actually.
Does he? I'm gonna check that out. I want to end this with this. The Mick Foley appearance. Okay, it's like 99. This is primo Mick Foley. He's doing Jeff Boyardee commercials at this point. And he appears for no reason. At least Vader, they made effort to say, hey, let's make him the father of a character. Mick Foley shows up at a door and just says, how did I get here? Hey, they're about to wrestle. Let me referee this match that's about to happen between all these kids in an apartment. Winner gets the apartment. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
But that's how 90s cameos were.
It was so brainless, though. Come on.
That's how they all were. And every show had those stupid type of cameos.
But I mean, Vader was at least his son. Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, do you want that episode? You get to choose just one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want that episode, or do you want the episode where Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch comes around, and then like
that crossover?
Which one do you want?
Crossover between Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Boy Meets World made zero sense, except that they were next to each other on the TGIF lineup.
And that was the only reason. That was it. That you answered your question, basically. Hey, this show's got slumping ratings. Can you watch Sabrina?
Even the one where What's-Her-Face comes in and she's a witch, that one made sense. The Salem one,
Candace Cameron, better known as DJ. And she was like, I am a witch. You got a problem with that?
That one was bad. That was a terrible episode.
Dude, it was like, they were like, let's just have a fucking seance on the balcony.
Like, sometimes people criticize wrestling writings, and I'm like, man, think of like hit sitcoms that drew millions of people. The writers were like, I got nothing this week, man. We got to save the reunion and the big kiss for like the last episode. We got like 6 to go. What do we do?
Let's do the one where the sisters share a room and then they have to split. They have to put a line of tape in the middle of the
room. Let's see if we can get Candace Cameron. What's she doing now? Full House over? Okay, it's over. We can get Candace Cameron and we make her a witch. Why don't we get this? Why don't we get Sabrina?
Wait, we couldn't get Melissa Joan Hart?
And once Joan Hart's tied up on Sabrina, we'll make Candace Cameron the witch. We'll bring attention to witches. So when Sabrina starts right after this show, they're like, oh, dude, I love witches. Let me watch this show. That's brilliant. Fucking write that shit.
Solid.
It's terrible. I've had a blast though watching it. I've really been enjoying it. I'm almost done. I still can't
It's
go with
the
the fact
best show of all time.
not of all time, but it's a great show. Sorry, Nate. Because yes, because Ryder's strong. I know, but I will say I have really enjoyed watching TGIF again. I wish they had the bumpers in there. Like do you remember the TGIF bumpers they used to have, where it's like like a different show would be hosting, and it's like, hey Steve, what are you doing? Hey, nothing much, Carl. About to watch Boy Meets World on TGIF, only on ABC, 7:00 Fridays. Hey, let's turn it on, Steve. Let's go for it. Boom, boom, boom. And then they get to their own show, and it's like, hey Carl, what's going on? It's like, we're about to watch Family Matters. It's like, but we are Family Matters. No, family does matter, Steve. Let's go to the show right now. I'm like, that was awkward because you're like actors, but you're not at the same time. You're working yourself into a shoot, brother, right? What the fuck's gotten into me today? Can somebody start wrapping something up?
I don't know, but we hit the hour mark already, so
we have hit the hour mark. Hey, it's holiday week, guys. Can I end it with this? What's on the agenda for Christmas? Nate, you're the guest. What are we doing for Christmas?
I don't know. Sit at home.
Presents? Did you buy your wife present yet?
Yeah, there's presents under the tree.
Can you tell us what you bought her? Whisper.
No, she's in the next room.
She's not listening to the show, is she?
She could.
Oh.
It's on YouTube,
Kat, are you
Twitch,
listening?
and whatever else.
Ask Kat if she's listening.
We say, hon, are you listening?
Babe, you listening?
Okay.
I don't use those words.
Okay, say, darling. Darling. You're darling.
I can't say it.
My hot ass wife, are you listening?
Are you listening, lady? Hey, lady, you listen to the show.
What?
Okay, here we go.
I'm not being mean.
He is listening.
We got Nate in trouble.
I don't know why she
listening.
said that.
We got Nate in trouble.
She's listening to the show.
Yeah,
she
she's
pays
in the-
attention.
She's literally right on the other side of this wall.
Tell her. Can you tell Kat we said hi?
Yeah, I thought we said hi.
Yeah, she says hi too.
Wait, she
So
knew we
she
said
is?
hi because she's listening to the show?
No,
Are we on speaker?
no, but she said before I started, she said, "Tell them I said hi."
Oh, okay.
Oh, but we just
Say hi.
in real. Hey.
She says hi.
Okay, what'd you get her for Christmas, Nate?
I
How did
can't
you
tell
tell? Give us initials of what you got her, and then we'll put it
Initials.
together.
Which thing though?
The main,
The second
thing.
one.
The second one. Like
The
not the
second
big
one.
gift, but like the junior gift.
Um,
I'll take guesses on what this is.
So dumb.
This is the stupidest game ever.
it's
Type it in the private chat.
Yeah, you could do that. Oh yeah, there's a private chat for us. You could type it in
that's
there.
not fun. That's not fun for the listeners.
Yeah, well, the listeners can
No,
still
but
guess,
but
you
we
need to
can
give them a
say
clue.
it. But we can say it.
Yeah, you still give them a clue though. What does it start with?
We can say it.
Starts with a B.
A B.
Balloon.
A balloon.
No,
Oh, you put it in that chat? What chat did you put it in? A B. Oh,
I
there.
didn't put it in anything.
I want to know what this. Okay, B. Guys, what did he get?
A bag of rice.
Bag of rice?
Is it a bag of rice? It's a bag of rice.
Man, good one. B. We'll think about it. But anyway, all right. Let's start.
Oh, it's one of those
Oh,
boring things.
Zach got. I think Zach guessed it. Did he get it, Nate? I'm not gonna
I
display
don't
it. Oh, he doesn't know.
No.
But all right. Well, let's listen. That was it's a good guess to end it. We'll find out Friday morning. We'll find out what it is. Wait, Christmas is on Friday, right?
Friday.
Saturday, Nate will tell us how it went.
Yeah.
All right, Nate will tell us how it
What
went.
are you doing for Christmas, Trent?
I have my tree up and there's presents there, and I'm gonna bring my parents over here because I've kept it clean so I can see them. Everything's good. I'm gonna bring them over here. We're gonna open some presents, and then it's gonna be great. It's the
Look
white
what Zach
Christmas
said.
I always wanted.
Look what Zach said.
What is it?
Oh
Oh,
my
Jesus.
God.
Come on. The bologna sandwich. Oh, my God.
No.
I
the
know. I
second
saw the other
Uh,
one. Zach, you're terrible. Terrible.
Should I be offended?
yes.
Not at all. Not at all.
Cat doesn't need nothing like that.
I think, but anyway, doing that and yeah, present exchange. What about you, Basil? What are you doing?
Going to my sister's place.
Your sister? I think
So
who
we
get-
actually celebrate. We celebrate on Christmas Eve.
He's fun. It's night, and the brown people are night people, right, Basil?
I love doing it on Christmas Eve, and then
Yeah.
and then me and my brother-in-law we get really not sober, and then I usually stay
Educated?
over. I usually stay over on Christmas, like Christmas Eve into Christmas morning. I usually stay over at my sister's place every year.
Nice.
I don't know why. She just wants me to stay there. Like nothing happens. There's nobody else there, and then it just ends up being me, my sister, and my brother-in-law. We have breakfast and stuff like that, and that's it.
Cool. That's
So,
fun.
They have a room for me at the place, so I mean it's cool.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I stay there. When I stay at my sister's place, I stay there every couple months or couple weeks, depending on what's going on. So,
Cool.
like I stayed there a couple days ago.
Nice.
Because I had left work really late. We were setting up the Christmas tree, and then yeah, and I just stayed there because I had work early the next day. Should I show the
The listening public.
No, yeah. I should show what the ornament that I got.
Let's see it. Let's see it. If you guys listening on audio, you got to go to video to watch.
I'll say what it says, but
All right.
hold on.
Who do we got here? Oh, it's Jeffrey Epstein. This ornament didn't hang itself. Merry Christmas. It's Jeffrey Epstein. Holy shit!
It got big pop from the family when I put it up.
Yikes! Yikes! Nate, do you have a favorite ornament that's on the tree this year?
So right now we've gotten sort of like an advent calendar type of deal from Kat's mom, where we have little stockings that are all numbered, and then on every day in December we open them, and throughout a lot of them have come Winnie the Pooh ornaments.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Piglet's up there right now. Owl's there.
Cool.
Eeyore.
Very nice.
Kanga and Roo. It's pretty great.
That's fun.
Fun fact: if you start an advent calendar on December 26th, it ends on January 20th.
What?
Okay.
Sure.
What's January 20th? Inauguration day. It's
Oh, yeah, boo. All right, get our plugs in. Nate, where can people find you and find Limitless and follow Limitless shows and where you're going to be reffing and you and your new tight pants that you're wearing on TV? Go ahead.
Those are the same pants that I wore in Chicago. Yeah, so you can follow me like right down here at Ref Nate Speckman. Limitless is at LW Maine. The 2020 Vacationland Cup you can find streaming on demand on IWTV, and watch The Road every Wednesday at 7 p.m.
There you go. Every Wednesday, guys.
Eastern.
So that's
Eastern.
Basil, we're going to get you, man.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at BZ. That's B, 2 E's, 4 Z's, and a Y, just how it's on there. And then all my photos at basilmahmood.com. Watch Impact Wrestling every Tuesday on Access TV.
Or Twitch.
And Twitch also. Twitch. And then yeah, I mean I got nothing going on. This is the longest time I've been without wrestling. I don't even feel like a photographer anymore. Legit. I don't even know if my cameras are charged.
Broken.
I haven't grabbed the memory cards even out of the camera like I normally do. They've just been sitting in my bag, just chilling.
Let them rest.
There's one that's out here.
Let him rest.
Look at
Guys,
this
you can
guy.
get-
I think he's getting
Hold
dust
up.
because I've left him out. Yeah, there's dust on it.
Wow.
Oh man, there's literally dust on this camera.
Terrible.
That's the only thing I took out because I needed to take the memory card so I can actually do my job.
Guys, you can get me over at Transveria over on Twitter, the show at the BSB Show, Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram, it's the BSB Show Pod. The show is available on all audio podcast formats: Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon. Rate, review, subscribe, guys. YouTube at the Backstage Boys, twitch.tv/ the BSB show, and then prowrestlingtees.com/ Backstage Boys for all your t-shirts. New referee Nate Speckman t-shirt coming soon. Not. He's nodding his head. Absolutely not. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna do it for us. Listen, Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll be back next week, so we won't be here before Christmas. So, guys, have a great holiday. Thank you for hanging out with us. Limitless Wrestling. Thank you for letting us talk about you. I guess that's a weird way to end it, but thank you for loaning Nate to us. No, it's not right. We had you first. Check out Limitless Wrestling, where Nate will be reffing. Since he's not here, he's reffing there. He's still in the business. So support him, support Limitless. And if you missed that show, if you missed the Vacationland Cup from this past weekend, go check it out on IWTV. It's on demand, I assume, right, Nate?
Yes.
You can order it and watch it.
Yes.
Cool.
Is.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back with 77 next week. Have a great holiday. Be safe. Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Go ahead, Basil.
Bye.